Get ready for a wild ride through the latest marketing news. From AI-generated content to Twitter's algorithm insights, France's influencers crackdown, and LinkedIn's Podcast Academy, we have got you covered. Welcome to the latest marketing news roundup, where we bring you the greatest and latest in the world of marketing. But before we get started, we have some exciting news to share. We just have undergone a slight rebranding, which is your cue to head straight to our website after this and check it all out. And let me know what you think. It was a lot of work, specifically a whole Sunday of testing and refining, but I am incredibly proud of the results. Now let's get started with the news. First up, we've got some news from France, where the government is cracking down on influencers who promote risky products and don't disclaim their sponsored posts. The bill, which was recently approved by the French Senate, aims to protect consumers from misleading advertising and harmful products. Oh, and the lack of disclosure from sponsored posts can cost up to €300 or 6 months in prison. Now, we're all for protecting consumers, but we can't help but wonder, does this mean other countries will be following suit? If you're a creator in the online space, better keep your guard up. Next up, let's check in with the hottest trend in marketing at the moment, generative AI. Now, you might be thinking, generative AI, what now? Generative AI, which is a handful and a mouthful to say, is a technology that can help you create realistic images, videos, and even text without any human input. Basically, you can create content without actually having to do the work. It's like having a team of bots as your creative department. But before you start dreaming of sipping margaritas on a beach while your AI minions do all the work, let's not forget that there are still some kinks to work out. As Marketing Dive reports, there's a lot of hype around generative AI, but not all of it is backed up by results. Here are some stats coming in hot, if that's your jam. 50% of millennials cited enthusiasm about generative AI compared to 12% of boomers and 29% of Gen Z. 70% of respondents from the survey said that brands should disclose when AI has been used to develop products, services, experiences, and content. 77% agree that brands must monitor technology to ensure it doesn't perpetuate existing biases and inequalities, something we can 100% get behind. Long story short, the AI convo is definitely to be continued. Talking about content, AI, and beyond, we have a very exciting panel coming up in a few weeks for our students of both the certification and our self-paced course library, all about leveraging AI for marketers. In honor of the panel, we're bringing back some golden nuggets from episode 13A with Tony Lewis, who will also be on the panel as he talks about how he's using ChatGPT for his day-to-day work as a marketer. Don't forget you can sign up for our self-paced course library and join us for this chat.
I personally really like outlining blog posts with ChatGPT. It really does put into perspective just some best SEO practices to take into account when you're writing a blog post. Like ChatGPT will help you figure out where does your H2 heading need to go, where does your H3 headings need to go. To me, it's a really good way of outlining content, but this brings me to another really good practice that I'm trying not to fall under the trap of relying on AI to just do everything for me. Like I try not to just let ChatGPT do the hard work for me. There are a lot of rumors going around that Google is really going to penalize content that is exclusively written by AI. And trust me, there are some really smart AI detectors out there that can tell whether your text has been written by AI. And they're going to be able to tell whether your blog post was just written by ChatGPT. And you don't want to go through the hassle of having to go back in time and fixing your old blog posts, mainly because you were just too lazy to write them out yourself. Don't fall under the temptation of letting it do the heavy lifting for you, because in the long run, it's probably not a good idea.
Moving on, Twitter has made a bold move by publishing its tweet ranking algorithm data on GitHub. We know what you're thinking, tweet ranking algorithm data, that sounds boring as hell, Fab. But bear with us, rebels. This data can actually help marketers understand how Twitter's algorithm works and how to make their tweets more visible to their audience. So it's not just nerdy tech stuff, it's actually pretty important for anyone who wants to make an impact on Twitter. Thanks to Peter Yang, who decoded the code for us, Twitter currently boosts likes, retweets, and Twitter Blue users in this ranking 1, 2, and 3. Finally, LinkedIn has launched a new podcast academy to expand its podcast network. We can hear you groaning already. Great, another course to add to my list. But hold on, rebels, because this one is actually pretty useful. The Academy offers a range of courses on topics like storytelling, audio production, and audience engagement, which can help marketers create better podcasts and reach a wider audience. So if you're thinking of starting your own show, this could be a great resource for you. And if you're not thinking of starting your own podcast, well, you can always listen to ours instead. That's all for this week's roundup of marketing news. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, let's make marketing great again together. But in the meantime, class dismissed.